What's going on, y'all? In this video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about why money matters. Now, money is freedom. You have to fully understand this, right? And a lot of us are not free simply because we're a slave to wherever it is that we get our money from, right? If we have a job that we go to every day, we're pretty much a slave to that job because that job is where we get the money, and the money is the thing that we need. You become a slave to whatever it is that you require, you desire, whatever it is that you need. So you have to understand that the more money you have, the less of like a slavery type mentality that you have, to where, yo, I got to get up and go to work, yo, I got to get up and go to work, yo, I got to get up and work, right? When you have a job, when you work for someone, for some company, for money, you're trading your time for your money. Let me show you the flaw in this. A lot of us are very creative. A lot of us have talents that we don't even know that we have. A lot of us have abilities that we don't even know that we have. However, because we're a slave for money, we constantly are putting whatever our talents are, or whatever our abilities are, or our ability to even find what our talent is put to the side because we got to go get on somebody else's clock. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? A lot of us never reach our full potential because we box ourselves in, because we have to have a job in order to get money. And the more debt that we put ourselves into, the more of a slave we become to that particular job or wherever it is that we are getting the money from. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Listen, guys, the first thing that you got to do in order to become great is get out of debt, so that you're not a slave to having to trade your time for money. Let me explain to you something about a job, okay? A job determines how much you're going to get paid. The job determines that. The job says, listen, based on the contract, you're going to get paid $30 an hour, $40 an hour, $50 an hour. If you're salaried, hey, we're going to pay you, you know what I'm saying, $110,000 a year. That's what your worth is. Imagine you're in a position where someone else is determining what your worth is. Now, they're simply determining what your worth is to them, not what your worth is overall, right? At the end of the day, we determine what our worth is. However, most of us will never reach our full potential because most of us are never going to get to the point where we're free, where we can explore and find out who it is that we're really here to be. Most of us are living life not even who we really want to be. Most of us are living life not even happy, simply because we got to chase money in order to eat. We got to listen, a lot of our stress, if not all of our stress, is wrapped around money. So for those of y'all who are like, yo, money ain't everything, money is everything. Try not having money. Try not having money and see how that works for you, right? A lot of us, just because we're getting by, we're able to pay our bills, we have a nice car, we have a nice home. Most of us will not be able to survive 6 months without an income. Think about it. 6 months without an income, and most of us will be homeless, carless, foodless, just less of everything that we have now, simply because we don't have someone that we can trade our time for in order to get their money. Guys, having a job is the worst financial decision that we can stay in long term. Get yourself in a position where you can put your money to work for you. Now listen, this is where creatives come in, right? People who create things. They create something from nothing. This is the position that you want to put yourself into. Now, if you're a creative, you can create something and make money. If you're not a creative, you can make money and then put your money in a position to where your money will make money for you. At the end of the day, there's no reason that a lot of people are just broke, busted, and disgusted. It's simply because they're making bad decisions with their money. You understand what I'm saying? You either make money and with that money put your money up to where your money will make more money for you, or if you're a creative, you can create something from nothing. But to stay in a job for years and years and years, right? And be in debt and be broke for years and years and years is a bad mentality. You have a broke mentality. You have to change your mindset. All right? Money matters. Your lifestyle matters. Think about all of the issues that you have in life, right? Most of the issues that you have would be eased or would be less of an issue if you had money, because money solves a lot of problems. It's not going to prevent the problems. Whatever problems you have are going to come your way. But most of the problems that you have are surrounded by money. Trust and believe. If you look deep enough, most of the issues that you have are surrounded by money, right? So a lot of people may jump out there and say, well, what about health? Health issues this, health issues that. Let me tell you something. The health, I'm a pretty healthy guy, right? I take care, I think I take care of myself pretty well, right? But any health issues that I have come from my job. I had a shoulder issue, came from my job. Repetitive movement, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I got a little issue with like my bicep, something going on with either the ligament or whatever, something in there, due to repetitive nature from my job. You understand what I'm saying? So most of the issues that you have, guys, had I not been chasing the money the way that I was chasing this money and did the right thing, I wouldn't be at my job for this long. Trust me, there are people out there who retire at 30, retire at 40. You understand what I'm saying? Some people, you hear some people work at jobs for years and years and years on end, and they don't really have anything, and they're sitting there waiting for their retirement. The reason why they work 50 years on a job is because their retirement is going to be a little bit better the longer that they work. Then they're going to get Social Security and stuff like that. But you don't want to be like that. Put your money, stop spending money on yourself and start investing money. When you spend money on yourself, it's just money gone. You understand what I'm saying? When you invest money, it's money that is going to flourish. It's like planting a dollar in the ground and watering it, and then a year later it's $2. A year after that it's $4. A year after that it's $8. Like that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? When you invest money, it's your money making money for you. Get out of the mindset, guys, of just get a job and work for 30, 40 years and retire and get a nice pension and blah, blah, blah. Nah, you can do better. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with working. I've been on my job for 30 years. I've been on my job for 30 years. Could I have done better with the money that I made? Absolutely 100%. But a lot of times we realize that later on in life when you're like, okay, when it's like, yeah, I'm ready to retire. I got 30 years in, 5 more years. I'm going to call it it's a wrap, And then you're looking at the money you got saved up. You're like, yeah, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm telling you, man, when the money come easy and you living on easy street and everything is okay, yeah, money doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter to people who do not have money. Money does not matter to people who do not have money. Y'all get what I'm saying? If you talking to somebody and they're like, oh, money ain't everything, that's because they never had money. Look, guys, do the right thing with your money. That's all I'm trying to say. Money makes life easier. Put yourself in a position where you can make money when you're off of somebody's clock. That's when you're making money. Anything other than that, you're trading your time for their money. And they're telling you how much you're worth. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. You be good.